Hello. So I can only talk for a few minutes, and I'm kind of talked out after that last video. I had some really bad side effects yesterday. I basically couldn't get out of bed. I took a lot of vitamins, and I think that's something that I'm kind of getting the feeling that I need to do is have more iron. I'm very anemic. My feet are like white. And I'm getting a little bit sunburned on my face, but you can kind of see my hair is white. That's kind of making it look even whiter. But I'm very anemic, and I think it did help matters to take some extra vitamins. I've been popping a lot of vitamins. One thing I have noticed just from working as an insurance agent is kind of what people take for different conditions. And I've noticed that cancer patients tend to be prescribed extra vitamins. I did speak with my oncologist about that. She said she's not prescribing me extra vitamins, but I can go buy them over the counter. Um, I've been eating a little bit more, and I use that in quotation marks. I'll use air quotes. Uh, I had some extra Ensures. I had actually 2 bowls of cream of wheat this morning because that's not really taking a lot of extra energy to eat that second bowl of cream of wheat. Um, Anything that has iron in it. Uh, the corned beef and cabbage is not really my favorite meal, so I have a few extras stocked up from the meal delivery, even though I canceled that like 2 months ago or a month ago. I have a stockpile of corned beef and cabbage, and that's got iron in it, so I'm just trying to really, uh, get the iron where I can get it, and I'm trying to avoid the meat sources if I can, because that's probably not the best thing for my heart. So anything, the cream of wheat, the Ensure, whatever. And I really felt like my bone marrow was like hollow yesterday. It felt so bad. And I'm just trying to get through this chemo recovery. um I feel a lot better today than I did yesterday. I just could not. If you've seen me on my worst days on some of these videos, then you know what I'm talking about. It was like worse than that. um you know that's something about chemo recovery, is it gets worse every time. So I'm recovering from number 6, and that's generally the last one. I'd hope that I don't have to go through 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. That sounds like a nightmare. I don't want to have to do that. I have a friend who did, and then they're telling her there's more of it, and she's like, no. And I kind of understand where she's coming from on that. There's just a point where you have to figure in your quality of life and everything. And, I just, much as I need the money and everything yesterday, I was like, I can't report to work like this. I feel like my bones are about to disintegrate. And, bone marrow kind of gives you the filling on the inside of your bones. If you think of it like when you move and you're packing your dishes, like your mugs. You put the bubble wrap on the inside of those mugs. It's like packing the dishes without that bubble wrap. And that's kind of how I felt. I've got to get logged in on my computer in a minute, so I'm going to upload this. I don't want these uploading as shorts. That was very annoying what happened on the last video, because one of them has like 20 views and the other one has 504. And much as I like to have 504 views, everybody thinks it's a video about Gen X not having Social Security benefits, and that is not what that video is about at all. And it didn't help that I asked a very good friend of mine to watch the first video, and he thought it'd be easier if he skipped the hour-long video and just went over to the last minute of it. And I did express how I felt about that, because I sent him that video because, I felt like I expressed some very personal and important things in that video. Some of them related to things that part of my career that I've had for the last 30 years. And I didn't appreciate being corrected about, stuff that I'm licensed in by somebody who doesn't work in that career. And he didn't like that I called it mansplaining, but it is. And I do have to get on the phone in a minute. But I am feeling a little better today. I need to take care of some things today, so I've got kind of a busy day even on my breaks and everything, which is very aggravating that I have to deal with this. Apparently, the Cancer Institute thinks my unvested 401k that I just got enrolled in a few months ago is a checking account. I don't even have access to that money, so I doubt I ever will. I know how this stuff works, but, of all the places that I've worked, I've been able to cash in one 401k because I'm a Gen Xer and we are the most disposable workforce. Millennials came in at a time when they kind of figured out what happened to us. And Gen Z doesn't care at all about that stuff. They've kind of chosen alternative careers and everything. I've seen it. Some of them have been extremely successful. Enjoy it while it lasts, because after you turn 30, you're garbage. Millennials are learning it now. And you still don't have a house. If you want a house, let me tell you how that works. I chose not to get a house because a house tethers you to one community. That's why I never got one. I had opportunities to buy them several times in community outside, what was it, Palm Bay? I think that's where it was, and Emeryville. So I've had a few opportunities to do it, and Riverside. And those are very expensive communities now. They were not when I had that opportunity. And if you are younger and you want a house, there are places that are selling houses for like $1,000, $5,000. You can get a house. The thing is, you have to put sweat equity into a house, and that's and you have to be willing to be tethered to a community that might not have the best economic opportunities in it. That's the price you pay for having a house. If you want to be a career gypsy, and and this is not a slur on Romani people. This is a phrase, like if you want to move where the best jobs are, you can't do it. You got you've got to rent. I've moved to cities like Washington, D.C., and San Francisco, and Boston. Boston has really good careers, or did when I was younger. You know, you can't buy a house. You can't go in there and go, I'm 22 years old. I just graduated from college and now I want a $700,000 house. It doesn't work like that. You buy a crappy house and you fix it up, and then it becomes worth $700,000 when you pay off that, you know, mortgage that you took out on it or whatever. It's if you take care of it and love it and encourage your friends to move into the neighborhood and you raise a family in it, one day it will be worth that kind of money. I know because I've seen this happen to my peers. They bought. There was a neighborhood called Riverside. I've got to work. I've got to get on the phone, but I have seen that, and they bought these houses for like $30,000 when they were just the worst, like most horrible looking houses and everything, bad areas and stuff. They put the love into it. They put the love into the neighborhoods. These were not desirable houses when they bought them. And now these houses are beautiful and worth a lot of money. They weren't when they got them. They made them worth it. And now these people are in their 50s, and they raise their families in these neighborhoods, and their kids are in college now. Their kids are Gen Z, and they're wondering how they're going to get houses. You have to get them in bad areas and fix it. That's how it works. Nobody's going to give you something expensive like that unless you're some little disgusting person that holds up chainsaws and does nasty salutes on TV. You know who that is. So if you that's how you rise ahead economically and everything. And my generation has not had it easy. So I have to get on the phones. I'm late for work at this point. So I'm going to upload this. Have a good day. And take care of yourself. Bye.